All right, guys, so the next thing we want to do is want to go ahead and pull that inspection port again, because what we need to do is we need to go ahead and set this engine back to top dead center again, and we can adjust the valves. So we pull that inspection port, and like we done earlier, you want to look in that inspection port right in there, and you want to be looking for a T on the flywheel. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it, and the way I turn it is I just take a 17mm and put at the back of the crankshaft and turn it clockwise. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but I'll try it. All right, guys, so to do this, you want to make sure you got the engine set at top dead center and compression stroke top dead center. It's not exactly top dead center, but once you turn the engine over one more time back to the T, top dead center, it'll be on a compression stroke, which should be in a relaxed state. And for the exhaust, which is this side is the exhaust, and how you determine which side is the exhaust and which side is the intake, whatever side your exhaust pipe bolts to, that's going to be your exhaust valve, and whatever side your carburetor bolts to is going to be your intake side. So for the intake, it's going to be 6 thou, and the way you determine that, you got a decimal there and a 0 there, which would be 10, the other 0 will be 100th, and the next digit will be 1000. So that's 6,000. And for the exhaust, it's going to be 9,000. So you got a decimal, 0 10, 0 100th, and a 9 thousandth. So 1,000. So what you want to do is you want to take this fueler gauge and place it between the the spring, the tip of the spring, and this rocker arm here. So if you go under it, you can see we have a lot of play in there. So what we want to do is we want to tighten these valves just a little bit. And to do that, we're going to grab a 10mm. We're going to break both of these free. So now that you have them like that, you want to grab your 9,000, because this is the exhaust side. Grab your 9,000, and you want to grab a flathead screwdriver as well. So grab your 9,000, and you want to be able to move this fueler gauge, and you want to tighten it to where it's just dragging the fueler gauge, not where it stops it, but it drags it. So we want to tighten. We still can move it. It's barely dragging. So now it's not moving at all. Loosen it a little bit. It's barely dragging. I think that's perfect right there. So what we want to do is hold it there. You want to hold it there, then grab our 10 and tighten this nut. Then we're going to go to the other side. Pull it out now. Go to the other side. Do the same thing. I tighten it till it stops, and then I loose it and back it off till it's a little bit of drag. All right, I think we should tighten it right there. All right, then we go back over and check both of them, make sure we can stick it in there and move it around. It's dragging. It's dragging. All right. All right, I think that's good. So we'll move to the intake, and that's the exhaust, 9,000. So we'll move to the intake. And the intake will be 6,000. And we're extremely loose on the intake. So we'll loose these. We were extremely loose on the intake, so we take the nut off, loose the nut. All right, we'll tighten it right there. Go to the next one. All right, we'll tighten it right there. And you're just using the screwdriver to hold it in place while you're tightening. So let's check them again. We got just a little bit of drag. A little bit of drag. It goes in, but a little bit of drag. Goes in, but a little bit of drag. So I think we should be set on valves. That's the intake valve, and that's the exhaust valve. All right, the next thing we want to do is go back and install these 10mm bolts that's sitting on the inside. Just install them. That one. And that one. You can run those down. 10mm. All right, so the next thing we do is take a pick and get this old seal out this cover, and I have new seals to put in it. Got new Honda seals. It's the part number there. And let me grab a brush and clean this up real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I got these caps cleaned up a little bit. What you want to do is you want to take the seal, and it should just fit right in. You take the bolts and put it on. Same thing to the other side. I already cleaned this cap. Grab our new seal. Thread our bolts in. All right, guys, that's it.